Cross and WIS TV are partnering to host the annual WIS Holiday Blood Drive, which is happening tomorrow. So joining me today with his personal story of why he donates blood is James Braun. So welcome to the show. Thanks so much, James. And James, I think you should probably tell the viewers just how many times you've donated platelets so far this year, because it's pretty incredible.
Well, I maxed out at 24 this year.
Okay, all right, 24 donations,
Yes,
which
sir.
is just incredible. What's prompted you to give?
In my case, I've been giving blood since I was in high school, but my wife passed away in 2019, and her platelet counts were down to 3. And so she had to get 2 transfusions. So if I can give somebody else any bit of time with their family, I do what I can do.
Oh, bless you. That's just absolutely outstanding. And so this is really kind of a labor of love for you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And so you've received, as you say, you've received blood since you were a teenager. What's the condition that's driving that?
Well, I've donated blood since I was a teenager.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I started in high school just to get out of class, and
Yeah.
next thing you know, I'm doing it for a lifetime.
Yeah. Well, and you know, the experience, I think, for people who maybe have never donated blood before, it's actually a lot less intimidating than you might think.
Definitely, definitely. It's pretty simple. The people that work there are awesome. They, always attentive to you. Yeah, you get stuck with the needle, but 15 minutes, if you're giving blood, you're done. 15, 20 minutes, you're donating platelets, you're about 2.5 hours, and you're done.
Sure. And so explain to people perhaps the difference between donating blood and then donating platelets. Platelets, a specific type of donation.
Platelets are used basically, it helps you clot your blood. So if you have a damaged blood vessel, platelets go there to help you clot it. A lot of cancer patients, leukemia, chemotherapy, any of those, their platelet counts usually go down. So they're getting most of the transfusion. So a lot of mine does go to MUSC and Winston-Salem and Duke. So.
Yeah, so describe, I guess, just how big of a need there is, especially this time of year, for life-saving treatments. Because it would seem that not only this time of year, but pretty much year-round, blood is needed for all of these types of different procedures.
Well, the people who donate platelets, there's not a lot of them out there who do it. So that's one of the reasons why there's such a low count on it.
Got it.
You can donate every 7 days, but you can only give 24 times a year. Well, people who will go give blood because they're 15 minutes and they're out. People don't want to take the time to take that other, 2.5 hours, or, they just having life with kids and work and everything. So it makes it a little harder to do.
For people who maybe are not necessarily familiar with the process, you said donating blood's only about 15 minutes.
Yes, sir.
What should they expect when they walk through those doors?
Well, you're going to get greeted by somebody, and they're going to be happy to see you, first of all. After that, they'll do a small screening, check your blood pressure, temperature, see your iron level, make sure your iron level up. After that, they get you hooked up and stick you with the needle, and a few minutes later, you're done.
Yeah, and it's pretty painless.
Yes, sir. Very, very, very painless. Like a bee sting to the point.
Yeah, it's nothing too major, and so any sort of apprehension that people have, you should definitely keep that in perspective. Is just understand it's not really going to hurt you.
No, it's not going to hurt you, and after a small stick, you're like, okay, I don't even realize I have a needle in me.
Yeah. So when you talk about, we go back to 2019, your wife's condition at the time being so low in platelets, a donation at that time, would that have made just a tremendous difference? I can imagine so.
For her, it did. It gave me, a little bit more time to get the rest of the family in there, to be able to say goodbye. Unfortunately, it didn't long term because her cancer was so progressed.
Sure. But I mean, those moments, like you say, are just so important and so critical at the end. And what does it mean to you to be able to give back now? Have you heard any stories, or can you only really imagine what it's...
For the most part, I can imagine. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I was actually at the Red Cross donating, and a lady came up to me and said, hey, I just wanted you to say thank you. I had to get platelets a couple months ago, and it saved my life. So that just, filled my heart with pride, and just felt so good for her.
And that's what it's all about. What would you tell somebody who's on the fence, perhaps, of donating or not?
Do it once, see how you feel after, see the little report they send back to you saying, hey, your blood was sent here, your platelets were sent here, you've helped 3 people, you've helped whatever. You start doing once, and the next time you go, hey, that wasn't bad, let's do it again.
Yeah, and all of that makes such a huge difference, and it can be life-saving, or at least beneficial for so many people.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
It goes such a long way. And again, the blood drive happening. Let's give you the information on that. It's happening tomorrow from 12 until 6. It's happening at 2 locations, the Lexington Urgent Care, which is located at 811 Main Street, and also the Lexington Richland II Institute of Innovation. That is at 763 Fashion Drive in Sand Hills, and that's in Columbia. All donations, or all those who donate, will get a free Yeti long sleeve shirt. Wow, that sounds like a pretty nice prize. I mean,
They give you some good things.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice swag.
Yes,
you know?
sir.
I always remember the cookies and the punch.
Yes, sir. Well, I got my elf socks that I'm giving to my daughter for Christmas. Shouldn't have said that yet.
Yeah, there you go. Well, either way, I tell you, a long sleeve shirt just for a blood donation. And again, the gratification of knowing that you can really help people in need.
Yes, sir.
That's what it's all about.
Yes, sir.
All right, all the information on our website, WISTV.com. Check out the Soda City Live page as well on Facebook for all of that information. But we'll be right back after this.